What's up guys, another day, another dollar. Today's video topic is about the whole thing with Billie Eilish talking about how she masturbates or touches herself in front of a mirror, and it's supposed to really help with body dysmorphia. On one of her recent interviews, she said that she does it because What's up guys, another
We have my Pinoy.
day, another dollar. Today's video topic is about the whole thing with Billie Eilish talking about how she masturbates or touches herself in front of a mirror, and it's supposed to really help with body dysmorphia. On one of her recent interviews, she said that she does it because it helps you like feel good about yourself, and it made me like think about it, you know. So Billie Eilish, she does that in front of the mirror, essentially, according to one of her new interviews. And I was thinking about it from a man's perspective of beating off in front of a mirror. And I think with guys and girls, it's a bit different, because girls' bodies are just better looking than guys' bodies. All right, maybe I'm biased because I'm straight. I think like the naked male body is just not good looking. It's just kind of compared to like the curvature of a naked female body. I'm also straight, so like I guess I'm biased, but I think objectively, you know what I'm saying, like girls overall, like I don't know, they're more soft looking. Even best girl nude versus best guy nude, girl nude is like obviously almost like artistic. Like it's like they don't people rarely draw naked men, but they're drawing naked women like all the time. You know what I'm saying? Even when I would like send dick pics to like past relationships and shit, I'd look at my dick pics, I'd be like, oh god damn, bro, like dick pics are not it, but titty pics, that shit's fire. But I'm also not gay, so like for everyone's always calling me gay and shit, but like I don't know, man, at the end of the day, like the male body is just not it, bro. So like obviously women are hotter, they have better looking bodies. Not surprised that every girl is like slightly bisexual. I get it. Girls smell better, their lips are, I would assume like everything is softer. Like I've never kissed a man, but I would assume that kissing a girl is 100,000 times better. You know what I'm saying? Like that stubble and shit, oh man, that would fucking, I don't know if that's homophobic. I mean, it's just a bias, but you know what I'm saying? I think that if you were to jack off in front of a mirror as a man, it would actually do the opposite effect as if you were a girl. I'm imagining myself, right? I got my meat in my hand and I'm looking myself dead in the eyes in the mirror and stroking my shit. One, that's low-key gay, right? Because I'm looking at a man's body, I'm watching a man beat off, and I'm like beating off to it simultaneously. Even though it's me, it's still a man. So one, that's low-key gay as shit. Two, right? How am I about to look myself in the eyes while I bust? Like, dude, I've always been against sex tapes and shit like that. Because why would I want to watch myself having sex, dude? I have enough body dysmorphia as it is, as a lifter. Any lifter understands, bro. You look at yourself, you're like, fuck. And that's when you're flexing. Now imagine yourself having sex, okay? And imagine if you don't lift. You're just like an average dude, kind of overweight, like, don't look that good, bro. You having sex is probably not a pretty sight, bro. I would never want to see that shit. It would actually destroy my soul. And the fact is, it's happened to me one time, and I know because I was fat as shit. I was on a bulk and I was having sex, right? And I'm hitting from the back and she had this mirror on the wall, right? And I was like, I was fucking, right? I was like, yeah, this is dope, hell yeah. I look to my right, I see my fat ass stomach, and she was like kind of like a thinner, more petite girl. And I'm looking at my right, I'm like, oh, and I'm hitting from the back and she had this mirror on the wall, right? And I was like, I was fucking, right? I was like, yeah, this is dope, hell yeah. I look to my right, I see my fat ass stomach, and she was like kind of like a thinner, more petite girl. And I'm looking at my right, I'm like, oh fuck no, I'm fat as shit. Like, watching myself fuck made me flaccid, because I was literally like 235 pounds, like no, like, and I had the worst fucking haircut. I got that fuck me up special. It was like basically a buzz cut. I was fat as fuck, and I'm looking at myself fucking, and on top of that, because I was so fat, my dick looked smaller in comparison to my body. And now my confidence is destroyed. My shit went flaccid immediately. You know what I'm saying? And I forgot I was even having sex. I was just looking at myself in the mirror with nothing but disdain and disgust. And just like, I felt worthless and pathetic. And I couldn't, I like, and she was like, you good? You good? I went soft halfway. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I started the cut the next day. And I got leaner. This was maybe like 3 years ago. I got leaner than I ever was in my entire, bro, I got so fucking lean because I was so traumatized by that event. Watching myself fuck. 235 pounds. Y'all never see me like that, considering I'm like 187 now. I walk around maybe 192, but in the morning I'm probably like 187, which I'm very thin for what I usually am. I'm cutting. But I was appalled. And to stare myself in the eyes while I'm beating my dick, like, I think I would, you know what I'm saying? I think I would just like I got my meat in my hand. I'm standing there like, God, you look like shit. You're pathetic. This whole situation is gay, but I'm trying to solve my body dysmorphia. Fuck. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I'm busted. And now I have post-nut clarity. I hate myself even more, right? I feel gay on top of it. And now I'm cleaning the cum off my mirror. I feel like for guys, this isn't something like, hey, I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and say I know everything, because I don't. I don't know shit. I don't even know why people listen to me. But, you know, I don't think that for guys that would be good. Because as a girl, right, you're already like kind of bisexual, you know? I felt like, you know, because girls are, I don't know, every girl I meet that's in college is like at least like 3% bisexual. So it's kind of like not that bad, and girls are always like feeling themselves and shit. You know, so I don't know, man. I don't know, because at least with a girl, if you're like kind of overweight, at least you got like thick thighs probably. You know what I'm saying? Thick thighs and some big titties, you know? But as a guy, if you're overweight, you really like, there's not a lot to work with, you know what I'm saying, to pick out that you like. I'll tell you what, when I was fat, bro, there was not shit that I liked, you know what I'm saying? It was like maybe like, oh, maybe my arms are a little bigger, but like, nah, man. And then I'd look at my stomach, and all that praise I just gave myself got thrown away ×7, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, as a man, I think, I don't know if masturbating in the mirror while looking yourself directly in the eyes, you know, is the way to go. But I will say, you know, Billie Eilish does have a lot of life experience, so I'm not gonna say it's wrong. I think if any girls can give any like advice on if they've done it before, you know, that, and like how it may or may not have helped them, then yeah. So or if you're a guy and you've done it, you know what I'm saying, then I don't know. I guess that's the highest level of self-confidence, is beating off to yourself in the mirror. I don't even think I could bust looking at myself. You know, I think it would be almost, it would not even almost, it would be extremely difficult. Yeah, I don't know, just some thoughts in my mind. Yeah, man, I made a reel about it on Instagram. You know, I'm kind of posting like kind of spotty on Instagram, dude. My app doesn't even work. I think I have like so many violations. You know, it's like my whole Instagram account is fucked. But it is what it is, man. I just be posting my shit just to post it. I don't give a fuck. Everyone's like, oh fuck. Oh, everyone's like, you fell off. It's like, bro, when was I on? When was I on, bro? Fuck. I've been dealing with this shit for 2 years. On Instagram, dude. On my dick, 24/7. I had to quit TikTok. Like, holy shit. But, yeah, I don't know. That's my thought about the Billie Eilish thing. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. Please use my code on Iron Crew and Young LA. It really helps me out. I don't make any money off like YouTube or anything like that. And I, gotta pay for this car shit with the old lady. I don't know if you saw the video yesterday. I don't have to pay for it. Insurance pays for it, but there's like some deposits and shit. So, yeah. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. Always feel good. Anytime you're feeling sad, bro, just another day, another dollar. And go get your dollar somehow, bro. Yeah. Anyway, love you guys. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. I will catch you in What's up, guys? Another day, another dollar. Today's video is a little different. It's more of like what I eat and stuff like that. So my dad made some like adobo chicken, but the diet version, so there's nothing, it's plain. It's like a diet adobo. If you're Filipino, you know what that is. Today I was having all these like deep thoughts, like what do I want? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I always say like in my head, I'm like, oh, I want to make good videos. I want to play at Lost Lands. I think anyone can kind of look at themselves and look at the reasons why they want to do things, And then because I was running earlier, I'm thinking like, what do I actually just want to do, And the only thing that came to my mind was just like going to the beach. Like I really just want to go to the beach. But then again, I can't go to the beach by myself. Like spend all that money and then sit there with beers, just getting hammered by myself. Sounds like a bad idea. I think like I do with the Lost Lands and stuff, like I do love making music, and with the videos I love making videos, but I also gotta be honest with myself, and it's like, yes, I want to do that for myself. I want to stand on stage, make bangers that people like, make videos that people like, so like my enjoyment comes from other people liking it, right? So doesn't that, like, what do you fully want just for yourself? And the only thing I could think of was the beach. Anyway, enough of the philosophical talk, right? I'm cutting. I don't look crazy yet, but, I'm going to get there. Give me like 6 weeks. All right, so my diet mainly consists of meat, water, these ice drinks, energy drinks, and pickles. And if I feel as though I need some carbs, I eat this or some rice. Ooh, this lighting is kind of a hack, but all right, I think I'm going to the gym now. So, the sad song is completely done. So yeah, I'm gonna throw it on the montage. It's like not the parts I've been showing. I did a set. Apologizing, like when we were on the spot. I like call the insurance agent. It's like, hey, what's up? Like she said she's claimed responsibility. And the insurance agent's like, that's not at all what she fucking said. And I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And she's like, yeah, she said that kid's lying. It's all right when we were on. And this on another note, so I'm back home right now for a funeral, and this like old lady a couple months ago, she like hit my car, and she was like apologizing like when we were on the spot, right? And she was like, oh, it's all my fault, I'm so sorry, right? So we exchanged insurance and shit, and I fucking I like call the insurance agent. It's like, hey, what's up? Like she said she's claimed responsibility. The insurance agent's like, that's not at all what she fucking said. And I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And she's like, yeah, she said that kid's lying. It's all your fault. Like you fucked her car up. And I'm like, oh shit. So she just like fucking lied to me. She's pulling a 180. And now this old lady is saying like, nah, that kid's a fucking liar. Fuck this kid. It's all his fault. I'm not paying for shit. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, you weren't saying that shit face to face. You were like begging, you were on your knees, like begging for mercy and like apologizing profusely. And then she fucking 180'd, man. It was like a sweet old lady, dude. I believed her, And so I'm on the phone with the insurance people, and I'm like, okay, like, so we get in this big fight about it. It takes a really long time, right? I get my appointment to get my car fixed. I won the case. So like I had to come home for a funeral. It was like emergency, and this fucking, I don't know. So like I was like, hey, can I push my shit back? And she was like, no. Like, please, like I beg you, like I can't make it. So now I'm like, I don't know. She's like, nah, fuck you. You should have known. So another good thing though is like I'm trying to drink less, right, for my cut. And one of the great things about that is like one of the bars I like to go to, it used to be really chill, but now every time I go, there's like a race war making me go less, right? So it means I'm drinking less. I don't know if it's just that bar, but there's like a race beef between the Indians and the black dudes, right? So I'll say like the last 8 times I've been in that bar, there's been 4 fights between like a group of Indian dudes and a group of black dudes. But the black dudes are always outnumbered, but it's always a different group of people. So it's like not the same guys. So like I'm genuinely curious. I tried to ask somebody, I'm like, hey, like why is there like a race war every time I'm going in here? And then they were like, hey man, stop being racist. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm just like, do you not see, like, do you have eyes? Like, is this like normal? And they were like, I mean, yeah, it happens, but like, chill. I'm like, what? If I'm being racist, bro, somebody let me know, because like I'm genuinely confused on what's going on at the bar I like to go to. And I'm talking literally, I've seen like 3 or 4, I've seen a good bit of fights, and it's only between Indians and black. I haven't seen a fight between anybody else. I don't know what the fuck is good. Alright, so I just hit some buys, tries, forums. Feeling a little bit.
Sync has connected your phone.
The other day I was at the bar though. I really need to drink less. I'm doing like once a week, like once every 2 weeks. So like it sounds like I drink a lot. I used to drink a lot. I used to go out a lot, but now I don't. Anyway, but I'm at the bar for my once a week. I've never really like officially been a wingman like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't need, like, it's not something I really do. But my boy wanted to talk to this girl, and I was wingmanning for him, right? And that shit went horrifically, bro. She was so uninterested, and I don't even know what my job really was, like other than just stand there and like add to the conversation slightly. But it kind of just felt like I was interjecting, because like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just so bad, and it was like everyone was so drunk. It was like 2 a.m. It was a nightmare, bro. It was a nightmare, and I don't think I ever want to do that again. Cause like I honestly, as a wingman, I really don't know what my job is. You know what I'm saying? Like what? I feel like if you're trying to talk to a girl, it's got to be like a one-on-one kind of scenario, right? So you're just talking to her. Is your boy just like interjecting randomly? Like, that sounds kind of like bad. I mean, I don't know. All right, guys, back from the gym, and I drink 2 of these. I get them for like $20 in like packs of 20. Super like well priced compared to when you go to like 7-Eleven. So yeah, drink 2 muscle milk. I'm gonna add this video, throw it up. A lot of bitching today, sorry about that. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day, man. I hope you guys are doing good, everything's good with y'all. Happy and shit. The sun is out, you know, looking at the beautiful trees, and yeah, alrighty guys, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.
This one's for you.
An ally has been slain.
The joke's on you!
this like normal? And they were like I had to come home for a funeral. It was like emergency, and this fucking, I don't know. So like I was like, hey, can I push my shit back? And she was like, no. I'm like, please, like I beg you, like I can't make it. So now I'm like, I don't know. She's like, nah, fuck you. You should have known. So another good thing though is like I'm trying to drink less, right, for my cut. And one of the great things about that is like one of the bars I like to go to, it used to be really chill, but now every time I go there's like a race war making me go less, right? So it means I'm drinking less. I don't know if it's just that bar, but there's like a race beef between the Indians and the black dudes, right? So I'll say like the last 8 times I've been to that bar, there's been 4 fights between like a group of Indian dudes and a group of black dudes. But the black dudes are always outnumbered, but it's always a different group of people. So it's like not the same guys. So like I'm genuinely curious. I tried to ask somebody, I'm like, hey, like why is there like a race war every time I'm going in here? And then they were like, hey man, stop being racist. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm just like, do you not see, like, do you have eyes? Like, is this like normal? And they were like, I mean, yeah, it happens, but like, chill. I'm like, what? If I'm being racist, bro, somebody let me know, because like I'm genuinely confused on what's going on at the bar I like to go to. And I'm talking literally, I've seen like 3 or 4, I've seen a good bit of fights, and it's only between Indians and black. I haven't seen a fight between anybody else. I don't know what the fuck is good. Alright, so I just hit some buys, tries, forums. Feeling a little bit.
Sync has connected your phone.
The other day I was at the bar though. I really need to drink less. I'm doing like once a week, like once every 2 weeks. So like it sounds like I drink a lot. I used to drink a lot. I used to go out a lot, but now I don't. Anyway, but I'm at the bar for my once a week. I've never really like officially been a wingman like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't like, it's not something I really do. But my boy wanted to talk to this girl, and I was wingmanning for him, right? And that shit went horrifically, bro. She was so uninterested, and I don't even know what my job really was, like other than just stand there and like add to the conversation slightly. But it kind of just felt like I was interjecting, because, but you know what I'm saying? Like it was just so bad, and it was like everyone was so drunk. It was like 2 a.m. It was a nightmare, bro. It was a nightmare, and I don't think I ever want to do that again. Cause like I honestly, as a wingman, I really don't know what my job is. You know what I'm saying? Like what? I feel like if you're trying to talk to a girl, it's got to be like a one-on-one kind of scenario, right? So you're just talking to her. Is your boy just like interjecting randomly? Like that sounds kind of like bad. I mean, I don't know. All right, guys, back from the gym, and I drink 2 of these. I get them for like $20 in like packs of 20. Super like well priced compared to when you go to like 7-Eleven. So yeah, drink 2 muscle milk. I'm gonna add this video, throw it up. A lot of bitching today, sorry about that. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day, man. I hope you guys are doing good. Everything is good with y'all. Happy and shit. The sun is out, you know, looking at the beautiful trees. And yeah, alrighty guys, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.
An enemy has been slain.
Just a little bit closer.
And down.
Here we go. This will be fun. Now you don't.
Here.
Has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
The joke's on you.
Yeah, racist, bro. Somebody let me know, cause like I'm genuinely confused on what's going on at the bar I like to go to, and I'm talking literally. I've seen like 3 or 4. I've seen a good bit of fights, and it's only between Indians and black. I haven't seen a fight between anybody else. I don't know what the fuck is good. All right, so I just hit some buys, tries, forums. Feeling a little bit.
Sync has connected your phone.
The other day I was at the bar though. I really need to drink less. I'm doing like once a week, like once every 2 weeks. So like it sounds like I drink a lot. I used to drink a lot. I used to go out a lot, but now I don't. Anyway, but I'm at the bar for my once a week. I've never really like officially been a wingman like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't eat, like, it's not something I really do. But my boy wanted to talk to this girl, and I was wingmanning for him, right? And that shit went horrifically, bro. She was so uninterested, and I don't even know what my job really was, like other than just stand there and like add to the conversation slightly. But it kind of just felt like I was interjecting, because like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just so bad, and it was like everyone was so drunk. It was like 2 a.m. It was a nightmare, bro. It was a nightmare, and I don't think I ever want to do that again. Because like I honestly, as a wingman, I really don't know what my job is. You know what I'm saying? Like what? I feel like if you're trying to talk to a girl, it's got to be like a one-on-one kind of scenario, right? So you're just talking to her. Is your boy just like interjecting randomly? Like, that sounds kind of like bad. I mean, I don't know. All right, guys, back from the gym, and I drink 2 of these. I get them for like $20 in like packs of 20. Super like well priced compared to when you go to like 7-Eleven. So yeah, drink 2 muscle milk. I'm gonna add this video, throw it up. A lot of bitching today, sorry about that. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day, man. I hope you guys are doing good, everything's good with y'all. Happy and shit. The sun is out, you know, looking at the beautiful trees. And yeah, alrighty guys, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.
Here we go.
An ally has been slain.
Blood the cat spotted.
You have slain an enemy. An enemy has been slain.
What's up, guys? So I wake up in a panic this morning because I hear boom, 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 police, search warrant, open the door, boom, 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 and I'm like, I hear it and I wake up. I'm like, holy fuck, what the fuck? Like, are we getting raided? And I'm like all freaking out and shit because I was sleeping on the couch last night because there was a centipede in my bedroom on the ceiling directly above my bed that I couldn't reach to squash. Anyway, so I'm hearing this shit. I'm hearing like people banging on the fucking door. Boom, 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 police, open the door. So I'm like scrambling. I get to the door and I realize that it wasn't our apartment getting knocked on. Right? So I fucking open the door. I look around. Entire SWAT team was there for one of the apartments next to us. And they're like, get back inside. And I'm talking fully kitted, battering ram, full SWAT van outside, like 5 cop cars. I get back inside and I'm listening through the door And someone finally opens up the door, I guess, to the one they were banging on. And he's like, hands up. They weren't even like, all right, we're gonna search the place. They're like, hands up, get outside, let me see your hands. And then you could hear him walk. You could hear like probably 9-10 people walk in their apartment. And it was like, how many people are in here? I want everybody coming out here with your hands up right now. So the entire apartment got raided by the police, maybe around, it's 8 o'clock, maybe like 7 in the morning. And I'm like, holy shit. So they all got raided. I look out my window because I can see the front. There's a bunch of cops out there. I don't know what these people did. I'm assuming it's drug related, but yeah, dude, they fucking, and I was freaking out this morning. I woke up like thinking it was us, and I'm like, holy shit, like, what the fuck, what did we do? But yeah, man, I don't know what happened. I stayed in the crib for like an hour, and they all, I'm assuming they got arrested and searched their apartment. But yeah, they had the full kit on. They had the battering ram. They had everything. They were all armed. And I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, man, I've never seen a swatting, ever. In other news, people in the Iron Crew Discord keep meeting up in real life and fucking. So, I mean, if you're gonna meet up and have sex, 2 things. 1, I don't own the Discord, okay? I don't own it. It's not me. And 2, if you're gonna fucking meet the love of your life and lifelong friends, at least buy a chain and do it in the chain. You know what I'm saying? The Iron Crew chain, code HORSEMEAT, on the chains and the earrings. Last thing, I made a song. It's a sad song. I feel a little edit on it. Melodic drops are really hard to make. You know me, I'm a headbang, tear out kind of producer, but I want to broaden my horizons, so I made this sad song. But yeah. That's as old as 3. It's not, depending on how you use it. I mean, all the ways aren't healthy, but some are less healthy than others. Okay, that's as much as you want to say. They're like, no, they're all equally bad. No. Okay, if I'm chain smoking 12 cigarettes a day, or packing fucking chew, the tobacco, I forget why, but the chemicals in the tobacco are still worse than something like a Zyn. Vaping is not healthy in different ways. It's still equally not healthy, and plus long-term effects, we don't know for sure. Same thing with Zyns, but it's bad in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like the same like Zyns, as much as you want to say it's bad, they're still not as cancer causing as, and they are bad, but they're not as cancer causing as like packing chew, you know what I'm saying? Because there's fiberglass in chew that tears up your gum, like micro tears it, so that you can absorb that nicotine and all that other shit. The thing with the cigarettes, like, it's leaving almost soot in your lungs, which is bad. Vaping's bad too, but for different reasons. It doesn't do that. Now for the pros. A lot of people are like, why do you do that? So outside of pro bodybuilding, I know a lot of amateur bodybuilders, right? That essentially what nicotine is, if you've ever been on like a real bodybuilding cut, like a prep, a lot of times you get, in the beginning specifically, when you do that switch, you get so hungry that it's like debilitating. You have debilitating hunger. And some, like, maybe like the pro fat people are like, oh no, like that's not healthy, you shouldn't be doing that, you know what I'm saying? But like sometimes you gotta sacrifice things if you want to look a certain way. My mom always used to tell me nothing tastes as good as looking good feels. You know what I'm saying? In pertaining to fitness. So anyway, what nicotine also is, on top of all the other things, is it's an appetite suppressant. So when you're cutting really hard, and I'm not talking about pros, I know a lot of people that did this in their show and they quit about 2 weeks out, but they lean on nicotine not solely because of the fact that it does help the cut a lot. As much as people want to say, oh no, like just do the diet and shit, like yes, of course. But mentally, when you're not starving constantly, like anytime I get really hungry, because I'm cutting right now, I pack a Zyn and my hunger just goes away. Caffeine is also an appetite suppressant. That's why energy drinks and nicotine are so leaned upon. I know it's also a really big thing in the military. A lot of my military friends like rely heavily on nicotine and caffeine as a duo. Because it completely erases your hunger. So you can go the whole day. It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys have ever like gotten Adderall prescriptions and you're not hungry. It's like a lesser version of that, because Adderall is a hardcore appetite suppressant. Nicotine is slightly less than that. But essentially, it gets rid of your hunger. Cutting, right? And you're like dying because you're so fucking hungry all the time. A lot of people like rely on Zyns, you know, or like a vape. I don't agree with vaping. I'm not gonna say I agree with Zyns. I just do it. But yeah, it erases the hunger. It helps your cut go easier because you can eat that little and not feel like, you still feel shitty, but not like you're dying. Like, and towards the end especially, like they say quit a couple weeks out if you're doing a show, but if you're just trying to get really lean for like a group trip with your friends to the beach, I mean, dude, at the end of a cut, because you have to lower those calories and those everything, you have to lower everything, because as you lose the weight, that amount that you're eating to get there, eventually you plateau and you have to lower it again, or you increase your cardio. But you lower your carbs, you maybe increase your protein, because your body wants to eat that muscle that you built to get the protein that you're not eating. So like you'll overload your system with protein, drop the carbs, you know what I'm saying? Not fully, but they're just dropping a little bit. I don't really know, I just know how, like, I'm not sure how pros do it, because I'm also not on steroids, so like I have to do more. I gotta do more than when I'm motherfuckers on trend. But yeah, I mean, like, so lowering those carbs, you have to keep, as you lose the weight, it's like eating the same, like if you drop from 250 to 200 using a diet, you're not, or like to 210, 220 using a diet, when you get that low and you're trying to drop to 190, you're gonna need even less than that. So you're just gonna get hungrier and hungrier. And I know, like with UFC fighters and wrestlers, when you get insanely lean, you're so hungry you cannot even sleep. Your sleep gets like shit, you have no energy, you know what I'm saying? You feel horrible all the time, like you have no body fat, but you look fucking good, you know what I'm saying? You look fucking sick. And you have to decide whether or not that's worth it. But the nicotine helps with that. It's like a crutch almost. And some of you are like, oh, don't use that. But, you know, I don't know, man. I'm already fucked, so. Anyway, other benefit it has is the neurological benefit. It helps you think a little bit clearer. That's why like there's a lot of situations where I know I think it was like Stephen King. I think this was on the Joe Rogan podcast. Back when people used to smoke cigarettes, right? He quit smoking, which is a good thing. I'm not telling you guys to go do a bunch of fucking nicotine. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just giving you the information. which I actually am not super educated on, so take this with a grain of salt. I know that he was having trouble writing books when he quit smoking, but he ended up, you know, but originally it was harder for him because a lot of people also use it to kind of lock in on homework and stuff because it isn't all people activated. But it's also super addictive and can cause cancer. So, I mean, you know, pick your struggle. So here's the other thing about nicotine, dude. Don't do it when you're drunk. That's how you get addicted. It feels so goddamn good. Nothing better than a Zyn while you're hammered. Thank you. You know, when you're fucked up, dude, that's when the nicotine. But that's where the drunk six don't count thing came from. Because nicotine while you're drunk, it's like bread and butter, dude. It just goes together. I'm being a horrible influence. Everyone's mad at me yesterday for that video I made. I just be saying shit on here, man. I don't know why y'all are holding me accountable for shit. People listen to you. Hey, man, I gave the warning. You know what I'm saying? I can only do so much. You know, that video yesterday, I don't even hook up with people anymore. Everyone's like, you're such a, I haven't hooked up with people in fucking years. Like, I'm out of that phase, but thank you. Wow, everyone's so nice today. But dude, honestly, I just use topics like that to give myself an excuse to make fun allusions to things. Like Riley Reid handling her meat, like Gordon Ramsay being like handed a A5 Wagyu. I've been waiting for that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're ruining the young generation. Hey, bro. Everyone makes their own choices. Can't blame me. Nah, maybe you can. I don't really know. Fuck. Everyone has their own brand, though. You know? I gave the warning. You know, take everything I say with a grain of salt. So that's that. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. Alrighty. Peace, guys. Oh, wait. Also, my Instagram is horsemeat1 and horsemeat2. Go horsemeat on Iron Crew and Young LA. Support the boy. Alright, peace.
This will be fun.
This one's for you.
March. Now you see me. Now you don't.
The trick is to be clever and quick.
An ally has been slain.
You.
Killing spree. An enemy is unstoppable. Your turret has been destroyed. Defeat.
What's up? But you lower your carbs, you maybe increase your protein because your body wants to eat that muscle that you built to get the protein that you're not eating. So like you'll overload your system with protein, drop the carbs, you know what I'm saying? Not fully, but they're just dropping a little bit. I don't really know. I just know how, like, I'm not sure how pros do it because I'm also not on steroids, so like I have to do more. I gotta do more than when I'm motherfuckers on trend. But yeah, I mean, like, so lowering those carbs, you have to keep, as you lose the weight, it's like eating the same, like if you drop from 250 to 200 using a diet, you're not, or like to 210, 220 using a diet, when you get that low and you're trying to drop to 190, you're gonna need even less than that. So you're just gonna get hungrier and hungrier. And I know, like with UFC fighters and wrestlers, when you get insanely lean, you're so hungry you cannot even sleep. Your sleep gets like shit, you have no energy, you know what I'm saying? You feel horrible all the time, like you have no body fat, but you look fucking good, you know what I'm saying? You look fucking sick. And you have to decide whether or not that's worth it. But the nicotine helps with that. It's like a crutch almost. And some of you are like, oh, don't use that. But, you know, I don't know, man. I'm already fucked, so. Anyway, other benefit it has is the neurological benefit. It helps you think a little bit clearer. That's why like there's a lot of situations where I know I think it was like Stephen King. I think this was on the Joe Rogan podcast. Back when people used to smoke cigarettes, right? He quit smoking, which is a good thing. I'm not telling you guys to go do a bunch of fucking nicotine. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just giving you the information, which I actually am not super educated on, so take this with a grain of salt. I know that he was having trouble writing books when he quit smoking, but he ended up, you know, but originally it was harder for him because a lot of people also use it to kind of lock in on homework and stuff because it is a neurological activator, but it's also super addictive and can cause cancer. So, I mean, you know, pick your struggle. So here's the other thing about nicotine, dude. Don't do it when you're drunk. That's how you get addicted, because it feels so goddamn good. Nothing better than a Zyn while you're hammered. Thank you. You know, when you're fucked up, dude, that's when the nicotine, but that's where the drunk six don't count thing came from. Because nicotine while you're drunk, it's like bread and butter, dude. It just goes together. I'm being a horrible influence. Everyone's mad at me yesterday for that video I made. I just be saying shit on here, man. I don't know why y'all are holding me accountable for shit. People listen to you. Hey, man, I gave the warning. You know what I'm saying? I can only do so much. You know, that video yesterday, I don't even hook up with people anymore. Everyone's like, you're such a, like I haven't hooked up with people in fucking years. Like, I'm out of that phase, but thank you. Wow, everyone's so nice today. But dude, honestly, I just use topics like that to give myself an excuse to make fun allusions to things. Like Riley Reid handling her meat, like Gordon Ramsay being like handed a A5 Wagyu. I've been waiting for that one. You know what I'm saying? We're ruining the young generation. Hey, bro. Everyone makes their own choices. Can't blame me. Nah, maybe you can. I don't really know. But everyone has their own brain, though. You know. I gave the warning. You know, take everything I say with a grain of salt. So that's that. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. Alrighty. Peace, guys. Oh wait, also, my Instagram is horsemeat1 and horsemeat2. Code horsemeat on Iron Crew and Young LA. Support the boy. Alright, peace.
What does Marcellus Wallace look like? What country you from? What ain't no country I ever heard of. They speak English and what? English, motherfucker! And you will not.
Made yesterday. It's a Pulp Fiction. I'm still living out my Excision fantasy. Anyway, today's video topic is the time I got catfished. You know, I know some guys fall for some catfishing scams. I have a good buddy of mine, right? He got caught in a catfishing scam, sent dick pictures. They blackmailed him to his entire family. And they were like, all right, send $2,000 or else I am sending the picture to all your family and school friends. And so he asked his dad, he's like, Dad, please, can I have money? Dad gives him money, right? His dad gives him money. sends it over. They're like, all right, send another 1,500 or we are going to send it to everybody. And they're like, he's like, bro, I already paid 2,000, please. And they were like, shut the fuck up, pay another 1,500. Starts borrowing money from friends and family, right? Starts borrowing money from friends and family. He pays them the 1,500. They're like, all right, pay another 1,500. And he's like, I can't do it. So what happened was they sent it to his entire family, our whole school. It was him stroking. And yeah, so you don't want to get caught in something like that. If you aren't fully sure that you know who the person is, do not send any explicit pictures. And if you do, make sure your face is not in it so you can deny. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. You say, oh, that shit's an AI deep fake. Okay, you say, nah, that's not me, my face is not in it. They're like, isn't that the bracelet you wear? You're like, fuck no, it's not. That's not the bracelet I wear. Weird coincidence. It's a weird coincidence. It's like, isn't that your necklace and your birthmark? You're like, nah, bro, that's not any of that shit. That's not me, bro. My face is not in it. That is not fucking me. And you die on that hill. You say, no matter what anybody says, until there's a video of you stroking your meat with your face in it, saying your full name, date of birth, and social security number, that shit is not you. Deny it to the end, bro. Even if there's a gun to your head and they're like, just admit it, you're just like, nope, it's not me, and you die with honor, okay? Because that happens to a lot of people. A lot of people got catfished, and then he got the police involved, but they couldn't do anything because it was like a Nigerian scam where they like pretend to be a girl that sends you nudes, you send dick pics, and you get blackmail. It gets sent to your whole family. And that's happened to 2 people I know. It happened to one of my close friend's brothers. I remember they went up to him. He was like, hey, man. He went to his brother, who was my friend. He was like, hey, dude, I got in a bad situation. I need $2,000. And he's like, bro, what happened? And he's like, I'm getting blackmailed for penis pictures. And they were like, his brother was like, dude, shut the fuck up. They're not going to do anything. He's like, oh, maybe you're right. Turns out they did do everything. They sent it to everybody. He got a picture in his phone one time, him, his sisters, everybody in his school. So they go through your Instagram following. Like, if you have Facebook, all your Facebook friends, if they find any of your social media, they're just going to send it to everyone you follow. And or follows you. They sent it to everybody. They sent it to his grandmother. They sent it to his mom. It was a picture of his dick with a picture of his face. And yeah, you don't want that, because people, apparently a bunch of people kill themselves because of that shit. But yeah, people will jump off buildings because of that shit, especially like in high school and stuff. And on top of that, it's super illegal because they're blackmailing a lot of times. They're not only blackmailing like people 18, 19, but there's been cases where kids that are like 16, 17 get caught in these situations, which is they're underage, but there's like Nigerian scammers that will blackmail the shit out of you and then send it to your whole family, and then and there's not a ton that the cops can do because they're usually really far away and like super anonymous. So don't get caught in one of those schemes, man. Happens to a ton of people. It like flips their life upside down for a little bit, but you'll live, you know. Just don't do that so you don't get blackmailed. And yeah. So this was about 3 years ago, right? I had first started the Horse Meat One Instagram account, right? And it took me about a year to get 2,000 followers. And I remember when I got 2,000, I was posting every day for like year and a half, and I got 2,000 followers. And I was like, holy fuck, like this is awesome. And I was so excited. And me and my boys went out and drank, right? So I got, here I am with a fitness account where I'm posting fitness stuff, have 2K followers that I was super grateful for, still am. And, you know, I get this Australian supermodel in my DMs, right? And so back in these days, right, I didn't have a girl or anything. Like, I talked to girls here and there in my school and stuff, but like no Australian supermodels, you know. I should have been suspicious, right? But I was horny and I just wasn't thinking straight. I was like, I was looking at the account, right? I had maybe about 10,000 followers, so it wasn't like 300, so I wasn't like, oh, okay, like, maybe this is real, right? So she DMs me, and she's like, she has like, but really high quality pictures. She's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, you know, feeling suspicious. I'm like, hey, what's up? So she's like, what's your Snapchat, right? I don't use Snapchat anymore, but back in those days, I was a big Snapchat guy. So I gave her my Snapchat and we started snapping, you know? I should have been suspicious that all the snaps were like weirdly high quality and like almost like photo-esque rather than actually like a normal Snapchat. You know what I'm saying? Like a normal snap. This guy's looking at me. Fuck. Should we keep edging forward? Anyway, it was kind of looks like she was using like a fake Snapchat with like pictures that were way too good quality, especially back in those days. I don't know, what was that, the iPhone 10, iPhone 11? Anyway, pics and stuff, like the thirst traps would look like they were from somebody's Instagram account kind of thing. It was either the really good quality pictures or like a black screen. And I was like, hey, do you want to like FaceTime? She's like, oh, no, I can't FaceTime. Good thing I didn't send dick pics or anything, you know, trying to get me. And eventually I was like, you know what? Let me reverse image search one of these one of these photos on her Instagram. So I reverse image searched it on Google. A couple of them didn't come up. I tried one more, right? And this like 2.2 million follower Australian model comes up. Woman, like, I'm not talking to you anymore. And then they blocked me. And I think I got out pretty unscathed. We got Lit coming out soon. People don't like dubstep because they have bad taste. Anyway, yeah, man. I hope you guys are having a great day. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you learned something today. Peace. Good morning, boys and girls. Another day, another dollar. Before this video starts, I want you guys to remember to take all my advice with a grain of salt. I just be saying shit on here, honestly. Some of it I believe, some of it I don't, but no one really knows for sure. I contradict myself a lot. Could be damaging some people, but hey, I gave the warning. Ball's in your court, you know what I'm saying? But I hope you guys are having a great day. Okay. Today's video topic is why you need a thought in your life at least twice. You just need to experience it. Not saying you date them. I'm just saying you need to experience it at least twice. Before that though, code HORSEMEAT on Young LA because I'm with Young LA now, and Iron Crew for the chain. Today's topic, right? Everyone wants to date a virgin, you know, whatever. But y'all ever been, you know, y'all ever have that soul-sucking experience? I mean, I talk about this shit all the time, but I really just want to get into it today. Hook up, if you're trying to hook up with a girl, and you don't give a fuck, you just want the best hookup experience of your life without getting an STD, a girl who's gonna get down in the mud, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not meaning that metaphorically as in like eat your ass. I'm just saying she gets down in dirt. I've always said this before, right? Because y'all are always like, ah, man, you're fucking saying the same shit all the time. But no, this is, you can't teach being a freak. All right? I've actually had this argument a lot. You cannot teach being a freak. Okay, you can say that you can teach them, right? I said this in the virgin thing, but we're just getting more in depth into the topic today, right? People will be like, oh, I'll just teach her, bro. No, you cannot truly teach her. You can teach her to a degree. Okay, you can teach her to a degree, right? And I always make the basketball reference, right? Where, you know, you take an average man, right? You give him basketball training every day for 6 years. He'll be a good basketball player, man. But will he be LeBron James? Will he be Michael Jordan? Will he be Kobe Bryant? No. Will he shoot like Steph? No, he will not. You could train him for the rest of your life, but he just doesn't have that dog in him. He doesn't have that tenacity. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have that grit. You know, and it's the same way with being a freak. You know? Some girls just got that dog in them, you know? They just want it more. It's a talent. They have it innately. You cannot teach that. Because every guy, you know what I'm saying, I'll ask dudes, it's like, what's the best sex you've ever had in your life? Some of them will say it's their girlfriend. Some of them will like look around a little bit, feeling guilty, and they'll be like, there was this one girl, man, damn, that shit was crazy. He's like, it was something else. It was life-changing. Now, do you want to date a girl that's getting, you know, slutted out all the time? Or a guy that's getting slutted out, or just fucking hundreds of girls? No, you don't want to date that. But do you want to experience it at least once or twice? Yes, sexual energy is God-given, you know, it's just you're born with it. You're either born with it or you're not. You know, you either got it or you don't. And you cannot teach that. This is an extreme example, right? But you got Riley Reid on the one side, right? And you have a pastor girl virgin who's never done anything on the left, right? And someone holds a gun to your head and they're like, all right, who's gonna give you the best one-time hookup experience? You know, obviously, Riley Reid will do things to you that you've never experienced in your life. You know, it's just that experience. It's just that dog. She's a professional. You know what I'm saying? She'll handle you like she'll handle your meat as if Gordon Ramsay was given an A5 Wagyu piece of steak. You know what I'm saying? That's getting handled with care. It's getting handled with, you know, professional attitude. Trust giving that A5 Wagyu to Gordon, done to perfection. You know what I'm saying? In ways that you cannot fathom. Now you give that A5 Wagyu, right, to your average run-of-the-mill chef. Okay, you think he's gonna be chefing up like that? You think he's gonna be putting the red wine sauce on there? He's gonna be basting it to the perfection. He's gonna be seasoning. He's gonna be seasoning. I had one guy, right, a buddy of mine. He said there was this one girl, right? Crazy. She had like 70 bodies. He was like, yeah, I don't know. I was drunk. We met at a bar. I didn't get an STD, but he was like, yeah, I would never date her. But oh my God. Oh my God. The skills and talents that she picked up and during her time, he was like, it was unreplicable. You know what I'm saying? He was like, and he was almost ashamed to admit it. You know, he was like, oh, dude, that was bad, but at the same time, you know, fuck, like that shit was crazy. Throwing it back like crazy, gargling the shit, deep throating to a different level. Like she's like a prestige 10, while the rest of these people are like, you know, prestige 1. She's like the Magnus Carlsen of chess, but for sucking dick. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Magnus Carlsen. Yeah. She's like the entrepreneur of penis, and she's like the Western colonized. And you know, I'm just gonna say it, even for girls too, I feel like once in your life you need to know it. You need to get it laid down. You need to meet a dude who lays it down like a fucking master plumber. I had a lot of girls, right? They say they're like, oh, I have like 6 bodies, but I've actually never came. I don't know. A lot of girls have actually never come during sex despite having a good amount of bodies. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't know. Also, on top of that, everyone hates like hookup culture and bodies, which I get. I completely understand. But at the same time, look at all the guys who go out trying to get laid, right? What if the only time anyone could ever have sex was if you married somebody? And some people would say that that's good, right? But other people would say, you know, that would be a problem because, one, a lot of people would jump into marriage way too quickly because marriage is a lot more than just sex. There's a lot that goes into it. I mean, after 5 years, sex is actually the bottom thing on the list of things that go into marriage. You know, and then divorce rates would probably be even higher than they are now because people are just jumping into marriage because they're too horny, you know? I mean, look at the Mormons, right? The divorce rates are so unfathomably high because people are getting married at like 17, 18, honestly, and they say it's not just a fuck, but like it is a lot of the time. And I know this because I have a lot of family out in Utah, so I grew up around a lot of Mormons kind of stuff. And you know, dude, their divorce rates are crazy high because like they're just getting into it for sex, which if you're only getting into marriage just to have sex, you should not be getting married. You know what I'm saying? You should never be getting married. You need to love the person, you know, you need to just get a feel because marriage is a huge thing. On top of that, some of the drawbacks of getting divorced are losing a lot of shit, lawyer fees, it's expensive, it's taxing on your mental health. I mean, there's a lot of men who say that the divorce that they went through was so bad, it was literally the worst thing in their life, and it's like their life has never been the same since, solely because of how bad that divorce was. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that shit. You know, so there's good and bad sides to hookup culture. I mean, like, dude, because like if it was truly a culture where like you could not have sex unless you were married, I don't know, I think there'd be a lot of bad things that come with that. A lot of good things too, but nothing is ever perfect, you know? I feel like people need to start looking at choices not based on where they win, because you never truly win in most choices that you make. You gotta look at where you lose the least. You know what I'm saying? Because like I think people are expecting too much out of the choices they make. When you never truly get everything that you want, you got to kind of look at like, all right, where am I losing the least here? I feel like people should look at politics like that. They should look at their own choices like that. Where am I losing the least? Because it's like, I mean, if you were given the choice, all right, lose half of all your shit or all of your shit. I mean, you lose both, but obviously 90% of people would choose, oh, I'm gonna lose half my shit because at least I'm not losing all my shit. I think you should look at choices that way. I mean, it's like, where am I don't know, where is the least drawbacks rather than where am I winning? Because if you're just looking to win, you'll never get what you want. So, anyway, that's it for today's video. Damn, this is low-key the coldest coffee I've ever had. And it's not even supposed to be cold, it's supposed to be hot. It's like room temperature, if not colder. God damn, bro. Who fucking made this? Yeah, man, we got Lit coming out soon. Yeah, man. Hope you guys are having a phenomenal day as usual. My Instagram is horsemeat1 and horsemeat2. I got 100 TikTok accounts that start with horsemeat. Just having a phenomenal day. Yeah, man. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Cousin today, Logan, aka Horsemeat.
For 6 months, I was like posting on TikTok, and I finally got to 20K, and then I got banned. Bring me that ass. I did it again, and this time I got to like 98K. She grabbed my penis this far away, spit it with extreme accuracy, it, and I got banned again. So like I did the podcast denial. Hopefully I didn't like embarrass myself. What's your worst heartbreak?
I haven't talked about them before.
She was just like, I don't like you anymore. And she shattered my heart. I didn't know what to do.
Do you feel like you lashed out?
And then her mom called me and was like, how dare you do this? Well, I did a DEXA scan, and yeah, dude, I lost like 23 pounds of solid muscle tissue. When you make your mom cry, it was really hard. The biggest I feel like I was the least happy. If you could go back and change it, like, would you give her more of that time and attention?
This is a deep ass question, dude.
Don't take everything so seriously.
What's up, homies? So I just wanted to start this podcast with a little disclaimer, cause Horsemeat, my boy, the Pinoy cuz, Logan himself, is well known and a TikTok star, a YouTube star, Instagram star for his financial, political, fitness, relationship, an assortment of various advice and tips. And in all honesty, actually really truly known for basically being a comedian. So there's going to be a lot of satire. This won't be a very politically correct podcast. And I just say take it with a grain of salt. So hopefully we don't get canceled today.
Oh,
This sounds sick, huh?
this is crazy, dude.
Right?
What the?
Your voice sounds hella sexy right
Dude,
now, bro.
dude,
Kind of giving me a hard on.
dude, holy shit.
Relax.
Dude, you too, bro. Ooh.
I shouldn't have taken Cialis. Fucking shit.
See, Allison. Damn, bro, this is crazy.
Sometimes, I don't know, something about me only wants to take Cialis with the boys.
Yeah. It's not gay though.
No,
No,
there's that.
never that.
Hair's looking sick as fuck though.
Huh?
Makes me miss my hair before I start taking steroids.
Dude, so what's the deal with that? Like, do we start?
Yeah, fuck it, let's start.
Okay, yeah. I don't know how it works, but what's the deal with do you lose hair?
Bring it a little closer to your face, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, most dudes lose hair for sure. It just accelerates your male pattern baldness. It just accelerates that.
Oh,
So
damn.
if you're predisposed to it, which I am because my dad is clearly balding, and then I fucking start losing hair. So, and then the other thing is, I don't know if this is just me, but like I personally my hair's getting drier as I take it.
Oh,
I'm not
so
sure why.
Is that like the oils? You mean like the oils in your hair kind of thing? Like
Yeah,
it's just like dry.
Yeah, like
Oh.
it's fucking more afro, like sticking up like in the middle. Like the left and the right sides look like super nice.
Yeah.
Like hella flow and shit. And then in the middle, it's just like fucking like Asian professor porcupine style fucking.
Just sticking up kind of thing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I
damn.
know, it's just.
Damn, bro. Yeah, that's why I see. Like, I can't commit to doing roids, mainly because I'm being a pussy about it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
that's a great
you know what I'm saying? Like I can see it because, like, I mean, yeah, do I want my erections to be harder and I look fucking sick? Like, yeah. but you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's
Wait,
like,
your erections would be harder?
that's what I heard.
With steroids?
Yeah, I know. Like,
What?
Yeah, my friends. A lot of girls tell me like when their boyfriends hopped on a cycle, she was like, yeah, like he didn't love me at all, but like the sex was crazy. The thing I heard was
Oh well, like I can get the sex being crazy because I get you feel a little more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just makes sense.
Do
With
you
the
think it's
hormones
like
increasing.
do you go like hard? Is there like more like lasting? Is it like the endurance? Do you just go harder? Is it just like the aggressiveness of like the?
In my opinion, has nothing to do with your dick. In
Mm.
fact, impotence can potentially be increased by taking on steroids, which basically means, ED, erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
So normally a lot of guys who take steroids like to take Cialis, like me. So honestly, it fucking doesn't help there, but makes me like want to choke him a little more.
Yeah, just go a little bit harder. Yeah, well,
it makes me
that's-
just want to like slap it around a little bit more.
Yeah, well, dude,
Stick it to some swings and shit.
I was told by a girl. She was like, yeah, but it's like he didn't love me at all or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but the love was gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of
The
sad.
love
It's
is
kind
gone.
of sad. She's like,
The
yeah,
Slander
man.
song.
Yeah, it's like, damn, he's going hard, but like, I just want to be loved. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I was just like,
Interesting.
damn. Yeah.
Was that guy on Trend or something?
No, I think he did. This is a close friend of mine. He did he just did a test cycle and then something. I'm not really familiar with what everything does, but he said he did like TRT and something else. So
TRT and something else.
yeah, I'm not really sure what the. But I don't think it was like a heavy
like
cycle.
800 milligrams of TRT.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
Just
I don't
fucking
know.
around.
Yeah, I don't know what is it TRT or testosterone there?
I was just making a joke because TRT is testosterone replacement therapy.
Oh fuck, dude,
So
I'm like
you'd
so
probably be taking like
uneducated.
150-ish on average.
Oh, he was like 18, 19, so she was probably just doing tests.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I could call him, dude.
It's crazy though that like I mean I think so I've been having this discussion with a lot of other people, like some pretty like smart people in the industry too. Also had this discussion with James English last podcast, but below the age of 25, essentially a male is potentially developing his brain until the age of 25. So whenever you're younger than that, some people have noticed that people who take steroids under the age of 25 seem to be predisposed to more side effects, especially mentally. So that could be something that like,
Has been destroyed.
if he's 19, 20, then he could be going through. Which is why sometimes for some people it's scary to start steroids a little too early.
Yeah.
And then also, there is this kind of thing where like if you're going on trend for like the first time or like test for the first time and it's getting you extra horny, you do tend to feel a little bit less committed.
Oh, so you cheat more?
I mean, not everybody cheats more.
Yeah,
But like, you're a little bit more like
Target mark.
gotta go out and get him kind of
Yeah.
mentality,
Yeah, is it
Kinda
like-
like for everything, like work,
yeah. So that
poon.
yeah. So does that stem from like? Is it like a thing where it's like the girl they're with is like, it's like yeah, I'm trying to have like a lot of sex, and you're not able to like provide that, or is it more like I just want to like every girl I see kind of thing?
For the guys,
Yeah.
normally I think you just, if it's done right, then you just get way more horny.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, also when you look at, that means like if you're more horny, when you look at a female that you're normally not as attracted to, you tend to be a little bit more attracted to
Oh,
them.
damn! That sounds like a recipe for some disaster.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
It
some
does.
like some bad times, some like one of those things where it's like you don't tell anybody kind of thing.
From experience.
Dude, I watched that one More Plates, More Dates video. It was like Trend made me gay. It was like, and this guy was like, yeah, dude, I swear I was like straight as fuck.
I swear,
And
dude,
and like I just
swear.
got on Trend and suddenly, bro, I was gay as shit,
Yeah.
And I don't know what the deal is with that kind of like is that real? Like I'll go on Reddit sometimes and see these like crazy
Yeah, I've
stories.
seen it too.
Yeah.
Especially when should I be talking about this? I will probably never go on the sush.
Oh, the
Reddit. I don't think I'll ever go on that shit, dude.
Dude,
I'd probably end up just killing myself.
it's a crazy place, dude. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
have you
that.
gone on it?
Dude, yeah. I'm like it's kind of I like seeing those things where it's like on my Instagram reels, all I see is like car accidents now. It's fucking crazy. It's like I'll like open my phone like I'm just on the toilet and like it's just car accidents and shit.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I feel like the R sush is like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like watching a car accident where you're like, oh, this is fucked, but like, damn, like
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is.
Real quick, guys. So while I was looking at the YouTube analytics, I actually saw that 85% of you guys that watch this channel are not subscribed. And I want to ask very little of you guys, but if you enjoy this podcast, if you find value in it, then please do me this one favor and subscribe to the channel, because doing so helps me get bigger and greater guests like the guests you are listening to today. Also, this channel is not sponsored, which means only the companies that I work with, which are Young LA and Huge Supplements, are the companies that can help fund this channel by you guys using the code NILE. So code NILE gives you a discount of 50% off of Young LA, and code NILE also gives you a discount of 10% off of Huge Supplements. And if you decide to purchase anything from any of these companies, it will help immensely for me by using my code. And this way, I can travel to other guests, such as Dr. Mike Israetel next week, and also upgrade in equipment to make this podcast bigger and better for you guys. What were we talking about before that?
Trend made me trade.
Oh,
Trend,
yeah.
yeah.
Dude, honestly, I think those guys are just gay.
That's what I think too. I think they were gay to
They
begin
just
with.
get gayer.
And then, then it like brings it out. Yeah.
Not that that's wrong.
Yeah, definitely not wrong.
No.
But definitely gay for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's a crazy thing. Trying to just, so is it like different for everybody kind of thing?
It's definitely different for everybody. I haven't taken Tren yet, but if I take Tren, I highly believe that I will not turn gay.
yeah, like 95%.
95.
Yeah.
95.
Yeah.
Maybe 94.
Yeah, that's, dude, I don't know. Like 5% is like a lot to chance. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a.
Maybe I'll avoid it.
But
Imagine just like doing your first prep for Olympia and you just take it and suddenly you just turn gay. And like
dude, I
your
always
relationship with your like spouse at the time,
just
and then you just your prep is ruined.
I used to always like think about these like fucked up pranks, right? And like me and my friends would try and make up fucked up pranks. And it's like, if you could get like gayness in a syringe, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it was like that, and like you just go up to somebody and just, you're gay now. yeah, that'd be like, I don't know.
That's crazy.
That would be fucking crazy.
That's crazy. You're just playing with God right there.
Yeah, and like you're like a prank on your boy. Like he's just like sleeping, and you're gay now.
I thought about doing that with my friend Josh Manoia with steroids.
Really, and just like giving
Just
it to him.
I'm just like, everybody wants to know, like, because he claims natty, which I mostly believe, and nobody believes it
Yeah.
because he just looks crazy.
Wait, who
Disclaimer
is that
though,
again?
Josh Manoy. His
Okay.
name is Joshua J Blaze on Instagram. His arms are like bigger than Shizzy's.
Holy
to be
shit.
honest, like Shizzy and him just finally did an arm workout today, which I loved because I was just like, you guys aren't natty, but yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Just kidding. His arms are just crazy. But like disclaimer, he's 43% West African, so pretty sure that's a big
Oh
thing that
yeah,
contributes
there
to
you
it.
go.
But
Yeah.
what was I saying? Yeah, sometimes I think everybody wants to know like if he's actually natty.
Mm-hmm.
But then if he took gear and decided to go for Olympia, he would be literally Phil Heath.
Really?
He would like totally become Phil Heath. Like you could just tell that's
That-
the kind of genetics he's got.
See, that's
'Cause-
insane.
And he doesn't even, to me, in my personal opinion, he doesn't really look like to me like I see zero. If he does take steroids, he is so lucky because I see zero side effects.
Yeah.
I see zero side effects. Now there's a lot of side effects that happen to your, your organs, your blood work, your mentals, everything. But from my perspective of hanging out with him a lot, I've seen absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
His waist is still tiny. Definitely doesn't look like he takes GH or anything. Clearly, definitely doesn't look like he takes insulin. You could always take microdoses, but like, how much is that going to really help you if you're taking microdoses?
Do people microdose like steroids?
Yeah, for sure.
Really? What's the point of that?
sure.
I feel like if you're gonna do it, it's like one of those things. It's like if you're gonna do it, just go all the way. You know?
Yeah, but I'm one of the people that like, for example, like it's scary, and like there's no all the way with steroids. Like it's still a drug. It's like if you're gonna do Molly, you just do it all the way, right? or not? You don't.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
And that's my point.
Yeah.
It's like when you do any drugs,
Yeah.
especially like, and I'm just using this as examples. I feel like the whole podcast I'm going to have to be putting up disclaimers because I got some serious viewers. By the way, there's a lot of satire today.
Yeah.
Just not I'm condoning recreational drugs, but using them as an example, like you everyone has their perfect dose. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you don't even want to like take that much. Like,
Yeah.
if you're prescribed Adderall and you take, you're like prescribed like 10 milligrams, you sometimes, you don't want to take 20.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like, well,
and some
like,
people don't even need it.
I think you're right. I think I was looking at it more as like with the microdosing versus like, because I feel like with steroids, like I don't know a lot, but I feel like there's been different levels of like your cycle, but like I feel like with microdosing, I don't know actually. I don't even know what they're talking about. Like,
Technically,
yeah.
microdosing is like, I'd say like if you're talking about milligrams, you'd be going into micrograms. Normally, like for like acid, you'd be taking like a tenth
Okay.
of like the normal dose you'd be taking is like microdose. But so I mean, you probably wouldn't be actually microdosing gear. But if you're doing everything relatively, big ass open bodybuilders could be taking up to 3 grams that are on the Olympia stage, while as some people, such as me before, I was taking TRT with like 200 milligrams of Masteron, so I looked a little bit more dry.
Okay.
But I was on TRT because I needed to be on TRT already because I already like fucked up my balls. Right? Because
So-
the whole story of how I got
so-
into competing. So
Yeah. Damn. So what, like your balls.
I feel like I somehow I fucking talk about this story like every podcast.
If this is fucked up and I laughed, dude, I'm sorry. Like,
No, it's not fucked up at all. It's not fucked up at all. It's just
okay.
I talk about it so much. I don't want to like drown my viewers
Yeah.
in the same story over and over again. But I always kind of have to retell it to
Give
someone.
me like the spark notes.
Yeah, I'll tell you real quick.
Yeah.
Spark Notes. Basically, I competed in like 6 to 7 shows naturally. I like was really depressed. I would wake up in the middle of the night crying because I dreamt that I got my pro card, but in real life I didn't. And I would keep getting like 16th plus place at nationals. I'm like, why am I doing so terribly?
And you're
I mean,
natty.
I was natural.
Okay.
And then finally, like my coach the entire time was pushing me to take things, and I'm like, no, I want to do it naturally. No, I want to do it naturally. And then he pushed some estrogen blockers and like these pills on me. I didn't know what they were. He was just like, take this. It's not a steroid, but it'll dry you out. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm down.
Yeah, that's low key fucked up. Wait, did it work? Oh wait.
Well, it suppressed my estrogen,
Okay.
which did make me drier.
Oh, so
But
as advertised.
as a natural, that's the dumbest thing you could possibly do. There's fucking no reason you should do that. Playing
Yeah.
around with your hormones. Just there's so many bad things about it.
Yeah.
And you don't ever want to like suppress your estrogen, especially below reference range. It's so fucking unhealthy, not just temporarily, but super unhealthy in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
It'll fucking dry out your veins and make them fucking fall
So,
apart to pieces.
damn.
And your bone marrow, your fucking bone mass will decrease and
That's fucked.
crazy shit.
So does that like affect like your balls? And
Well, I took that, and then the next show, he gave me some more orals that I ended up taking. I thought they were more estrogen blockers or Arimidex and whatever that he was giving me. Sorry, by estrogen blockers, I kind of meant AIs earlier. And then turned out one of the pills was halotestin. That's like the hardest core oral steroid that there is. So,
Oh,
and
damn.
then I ended up winning my pro card on Winstrol and halotestin, which is 2 pills, 2 orals.
well,
Yeah.
that's, but also congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I was super happy about it, but then then I
Yeah.
was depressed for an entire year and I didn't know why. So
Oh, and it's
then,
because of the
yeah,
damn.
And then after that, I found out what happened. Tried HCG, wasn't very successful. Decided to commit myself to TRT in my first injection.
So this is almost like an accident, I guess, for you doing like
It was kind of an accident, but I was at the point where like my parents have had so many expectations for me, and I just didn't want to go down that path. And I quit being an engineer for this, and like being an IFBB pro was like my entire life. That's
Yeah.
all my life was. So if I'm gonna be honest, like if I didn't want it that bad, the accident would have happened.
yeah,
So I just wanted it so bad. So
yeah.
it's also my
But it's
fault.
like it's
I should
yeah,
have
it's
done
like
more
it's like
research. I should have-
50-50 kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, you got it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But basically,
yeah.
I don't know. We were talking about steroids, but
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna
you
offend some people.
you could take low doses and be a lot healthier in the long run
Yeah.
versus taking. That's why I like try to explain to people like there's a lot of comments out there from some that like not everybody completely comprehends the subject, while some people understand the truth of some things. Some people, right? There's like
Yeah, yeah.
and so there's a lot of discussions out there where like people will claim that for steroids you should be taking like they like claim that Larry Wheels is lying about his cycle, or they claim
so
that
it's
Eric
like-
Janicki is lying about his cycle because they're fucking huge and they're lying and they're saying small doses, but they really took huge doses.
like the next level of like being a fake natty then.
That's what they believe,
Yeah.
but I believe Larry is telling the truth. Eric didn't explain everything, but he told me everything, and he also took GH and insulin, and it just everything made sense. But like people just think that like you need like maybe like Larry should actually be taking like 2 grams of because he's so big, he's so strong.
Yeah.
And what that's doing, in my opinion, is promoting and pushing out a message to people, to have people that don't understand it believe that you are supposed to be taking that much. So then people who start steroids, a lot of kids who don't do research like me, end up taking fucking like a gram of gear off the bat. And what does that do? That fucking ruins their life.
Yeah.
So I'm like here, like trying to call this podcast transparent because I want me and all my guests to just talk about our stories so people can fully understand what it actually looks like and understand that there's fucking repercussions to doing stupid ass shit.
Dude, it's funny you say that actually, and I just remembered a question that I thought of that I wanted to ask you when you like texted me, dude, because you've been doing fitness social media for like a really, really long time. Like I remember watching you when I was young, you know, like not to glaze your shit, like
Please, dude, please.
do like skin off you, but like I remember like when I was young, like and when I was a lot more into fitness. Dude, I wanted the forearm fucking line tattoos.
Oh yeah?
I was like, dude, fuck, like I need, and the neck one, I was like, dude, I need that shit. And then I went to my gym and I saw 3 guys get it and fucked it up. Looked like shit.
No.
Dude, it was so bad. I was like, holy
crazy.
fuck. And I almost like prayed. I was like, oh, thank God. Like, because like because theirs looked so bad. Like, cause it works on you, you know, it looks tough.
Thanks,
but
bro.
like, some people get it and it looks horrible. I don't know what the fuck was I saying. Anyway,
It's funny. I've noticed a lot of trends that have blown up since then. Sometimes now I feel like, you know when you do something just because you liked it off of anime or some shit, and then suddenly a ton of people are doing it, and it kind of pisses you off.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to let my ego get the better of me with that. But
Dude,
I've noticed there's like trends that just.
Dude, I've made some of the worst decisions in my life based on anime. Like I remember, man, dude, it was so stupid. I watched Sword Art Online in middle school.
Such a good anime,
And,
though. I didn't
dude.
know it was gay, but I love it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Another day, another dollar. We're gonna appreciate that, man. My ex of 2 years left me for a guy she met on a 6-week college trip in Japan. I didn't know about this until months later. I mean, that's how it goes, bro. She lied to me after the breakup that she was seeing her friend from her Japan trip, but was only seeing that guy. Alright, so she's cheating on you. However, she wanted to remain friends with me even after the breakup, even invited me to dinner movies at hers. We've had sexual intimacy while she had a heart next to this guy's name on iMessage. So you're just like you're like convenience dick. And then she eventually cut me off and blocked me everywhere. Are you Asian? In the same week of blocking me, she chose to pursue a relationship with this guy who had been asking for a while and apparently got initially rejected by her. She said she wanted to take things slow with him because she's still going through a breakup. This all happened 2.5 months after she broke up with me. Is he a rebound? 6 months later, she never reached out to me again. Brother, you got cheated on for this Japanese guy. She wanted him. And whether he's a rebound or not, bro, she's gone, bro. She's gone. Remember the good times, those 2 years, and just move on with your life, brother. You're going solo now, man. You're like a guy on a sailboat going to the wind, right? You had a first mate on your sailboat, but she's gone now. And you remember the good times, but you got to keep sailing. Is he a rebound? He might be a rebound, you know, but I mean, she really likes this Japanese guy. This is not a problem only you go through, you know. There's more fish in the sea, and I know everyone's like, nah, fuck that, I want my one fish. And sometimes life throws a Japanese guy your way, and he fucks your girl. And that's life, bro. It sucks, you know. A lot of people get cheated on, you know, it sucks. She lied to me after the breakup. She's lying to you, she cheated on you, bro. Like, it's over. It'll never be the same again. It's time to let it go. She wants to see how they do it in Japan. Maybe they were fucking. We used to do this thing on FaceTime, right? You get FaceTime, right? And you're standing there and you're stroking your shit, you know, on FaceTime. And she's doing her thing. And you're like, you know, but you're trying to stay quiet because there's people in the house. And you're like, oh, fuck, like, I hope no one hears me. And then you bust whatever somewhere. Maybe throw a towel down. And maybe he's doing that with her. I think you gotta... What's up, guys? Another day, another dollar. But this is a special day with extra dollars because we hit 100K, man. Hell yeah, dude. I'm probably gonna try and do a 100K video or something. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't have a good, you know, setup or editing or anything. But, dude, I appreciate it so much, man. It means so much. Alright, anyway. Today's topic is fighting an MMA fighter on the street. Now, first rule, don't act like you're bad unless you're like also a fighter. Knowing your own limitations, bro. You know, people that work out and stuff think they can fight someone who knows how to fight, but you can't. That person will literally bend you over and rape you in unfathomable ways, like ways that you cannot even fathom. You will literally get bent over. You'll get your cheeks spread in front of everybody on the street. Like, just know that shit. I have a good friend. He did boxing for a while. He actually did some amateur fights. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and he has, you know, he won states for wrestling. Now, he is only 160, right? But I know for a fact he would bend me over and just have his way with me if it was a fair fight. I know my limitations, right? I'm a bigger dude. I'm not even that big. I'm like 200, you know? But, you know, I would be fucked. So I told him, I was like, straight up, man, just know that I am gonna be cheap as shit. I will grab anything near me. I will grab bottles. I will fucking grab sand. I will go for your balls. I will go for your eyes. Like, bro, a dude's gotta do what he's gotta do when going up against a trained fighter. But I'm grabbing anything near me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm grabbing whatever is around. Okay, I'm fucking, I don't even care. Like, if there's an air fryer over there, I'm fucking grabbing the little thing, dude. I'm gonna try and hit him with. But yeah, if you're going against a trained guy, dude, you gotta get cheap as shit. And you shouldn't fight unless you have to. Dude, I went, so I was doing BJJ for like 2 or 3 months before I twisted my right ankle. You know, going in there, I knew like I was inexperienced. But there was this guy who'd been going for maybe like 3 years. I think he was 145, right? And I think at the time I was like 190. I was like, all right, this guy's great, but I do have some weight on him. Like, I'm chilling. That guy did unspeakable things to me, dude. I got choked out so many times that day that I couldn't swallow the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, my fucking esophagus was bruised. Every time I swallowed, it was just painful, you know? And I was like, wow, dude, if I was in the prison showers right now, dude, if I was in the showers of prison, dude, it would be relentless. But if it happens, dude, I'm going for the balls, 100%, dude. I'm gonna do the old twist his dick. You know what I'm saying? You remember that meme? It was like, grab his dick and twist it. Give him the old twister. Yeah, I'm doing that shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm doing that immediately, if I can. That's immediately what I'm going for. I'm trying to do any fancy shit. I don't give a fuck about honor. Okay, that guy will literally destroy, like, give him the old twister dick. Unless you're a trained fighter, man. I mean, I might go back to BJJ. I'm kind of busy nowadays. But honestly, those classes were great, and it's great cardio. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. If he has cauliflower ear, I'd probably just stay away. I mean, but you don't have to fight when you go out, man. I mean, honestly, dude, every time I've gone out and like there's like a situation that gets heated like that, everyone just gets mad. Even after it's over, everyone's all like mad, their adrenaline's pumping. Like, it kind of ruins the night. I mean, you went out to have fun. You didn't go out to like fight people, you know. You're not Baki. Unless you are Baki. Unless Baki's watching this video right now. Then, you know, or you're John Jones. Yeah, and I did a bit of Muay Thai, I did some BJJ. Muay Thai was a struggle for me though, because I wasn't very flexible, and I just really couldn't hit those high kicks. It was just very, very hard for me. I do like Muay Thai. I mean, I think it's probably like Muay Thai or kickboxing. If I had to choose a discipline, like only one. A lot of people say jiu-jitsu, but I don't enjoy training jiu-jitsu as much as I enjoyed training Muay Thai. Muay Thai is just more fun, you know? I don't know. I mean, like, grappling and shit is cool, but it's probably the most useful. I mean, Muay Thai is just more fun. Boxing is really fun, too. I mean, I always tell people to, like, join a boxing class, man. It's also great cardio, and it's a lot of fun, too. I mean, like, the communities, like, at these gyms, they're so supportive, man. When I started BJJ, everyone was so nice, and it was just, like, everyone was so cool. Like, they were so supportive. They're like, hey man, you're new, like you're doing a great job. You know, and I was so out of breath because my cardio was shit. And they were like choking me out every time when we went on rolling days. I prefer no gi, but I know people that have really great grip strength prefer gi, you know, because like once you get a hold of it, you're just, it's over. Or it's not over, but you have a lot of control of the situation. Yeah, man, everyone's so supportive, dude. I always recommend joining like a gym or something, like a beginner gym, like if you know, kind of like that stuff. It's also great cardio, great community, extremely supportive, you know. Unless you're actually trying to, like if you're trying to actually be a fighter, then it gets a lot more serious. But if you just want to learn and practice every day and you're willing to work hard, dude, everyone is super awesome and supportive. Just a great thing to know, really. One of my friend's dads recently just went to jail over a bar fight. I mean, like, dude, you don't want to go to jail. Like, jail is not fun, you know? But, yeah. Maybe join it. Maybe if you learn anything from this, join a gym, you know? I think girls should really join a gym, honestly, and that's not me being sexist saying they can't defend themselves, but I think it gives them a lot of peace of mind and stuff, and it's just like a lot of fun, keeps you in shape, you know? I wish I had more time for it, really. And maybe I'm making an excuse. Maybe I do have the time, but I'm just lazy. I don't really know, so who knows? But yeah, man, I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for 100K, man. I'll catch you guys. Peace.
Kill what's already dead with a fistful of gunlight. Whatever's in beyond this.
God has slain an enemy.
You best stay down. Seen so much death, I don't even notice it anymore. Always primed. These guns run on fury. I never run out. It ain't the grave I fear. It's what crawls out of it. Here comes target practice.
Kill.
There's a right side and a wrong side to these guns. Don't want to be on the wrong
What's
side.
up? That guy will literally destroy, like, give him the old twister dick. Unless you're a trained fighter, man. I mean, I might go back to BJJ. I'm kind of busy nowadays. But honestly, those classes were great, and it's great cardio. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. If you guys cauliflower ear, I'd probably just stay away.
Just needed
I mean, but you don't have to fight when you go out, man. I mean, honestly, dude, every time I've gone out and like there's like a situation that gets heated like that, everyone just gets mad. Even after it's over, everyone's all like mad, their adrenaline's pumping. Like, it kind of ruins the night. And you went out to have fun. You didn't go out to like fight people, you know. You're not Baki. Unless you are Baki. Unless Baki's watching this video right now. Then, you know, or you're John Jones. Yeah, and I did a bit of Muay Thai, I did some BJJ. Muay Thai was a struggle for me though because I wasn't very flexible and I just really couldn't hit those high kicks. It was just very, very hard for me. I do like Muay Thai. I mean, I think it's probably like Muay Thai or kickboxing. If I had to choose a discipline, like only one. A lot of people say jiu-jitsu, but I don't enjoy training jiu-jitsu as much as I enjoy training Muay Thai. Muay Thai is just more fun, you know? I don't know. I mean, like, grappling and shit is cool, but it's probably the most useful. I mean, Muay Thai is just more fun. Boxing is really fun, too. I mean, I always tell people to, like, join a boxing class, man. It's also great cardio, and it's a lot of fun, too. I mean, like, the communities, like, at these gyms, they're so supportive, man. When I started BJJ, everyone was so nice, and it was just, like, everyone was so cool. Like, they were so supportive. They're like, hey, man, you're new. Like, you're doing a great job. You know, and I was so out of breath because my cardio was shit. And they were, like, choking me out every time when we went on rolling days. I prefer no gi, but I know people that have really great grip strength prefer gi, you know, because, like, once you get a hold of them, it's over. Or it's not over, but you have a lot of control of the situation. Yeah, man, everyone's so supportive, dude. I always recommend joining, like, a gym or something like beginner gym, like, you know, kind of like that stuff. It's also great cardio, great community, extremely supportive, you know. Unless you're actually trying to, like, if you're trying to actually be a fighter, then it gets a lot more serious. But if you just want to learn and practice every day and you're willing to work hard, dude, everyone is super awesome and supportive. Just a great thing to know, really. One of my friend's dads recently just went to jail over a bar fight. I mean, like, dude, you don't want to go to jail. Jail is not fun, you know? But, yeah. Maybe join it. Maybe if you learned anything from this, join a gym, you know? I think girls should really join a gym, honestly, and that's not me being sexist saying they can't defend themselves, but I think it gives them a lot of peace of mind and stuff, and it's just like a lot of fun, keeps you in shape, you know? I wish I had more time for it, really. And maybe I'm making an excuse. Maybe I do have the time, but I'm just lazy. I don't really know, so who knows? But yeah, man, I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for 100K, man. I'll catch you guys. Peace.
An enemy has been slain.
Change. I need to believe that. Keep your guns out, and you'll never need to draw.
An enemy has been slain.
What's up, guys? Another day, another dollar. Today's video is about explaining post-nut clarity, I guess, to girls that a lot of them don't understand it. The great way to put it is, when men get horny, right, you're not thinking clearly. You ever heard the term thinking with your penis? That is a very true thing, you know. It clouds your mind, you know. It's like when you just, all you think about is just getting in some ass, you know, and busting a nut, fat load, you don't give a fuck anymore, you know what I'm saying? Like, while you're horny, a 4 looks like a 6. A 6 looks like a 10, you know. A girl that maybe is like 200 looks like 160. So you'll do whatever it takes to get to fuck. All right, you're doing whatever it takes, bro. There's no mountain that won't be moved. She's talking about her dreams last night. You're listening with intent. You're like nodding and you're interested as fuck. You're like, oh, hell yeah. Like that, wow, that dream is crazy. You know, she's telling you about, you know, her favorite TV show and explaining the middle of the plot where you have zero context of any characters or anything going on, but you're sitting there like, hell, oh my God. Wow, what happens next? That's crazy. Holy shit. You watched this live? Oh my God. That must have been incredible. She could be sobbing about some random shit that you don't give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? She's like, my boss was so mean. My teacher gave me a B on this test. You're like, shh, baby, it don't matter. It don't matter, you know? I'm here for you. Tell me about what's wrong. Tell me about your day. Oh, I got a B when I should have gotten an A. And you're like, shh, you deserve that A. No one deserves that A more than you. And this is complete fucking bullshit. You're doing whatever it takes, bro. You're not thinking clearly. Let's say you have some important ass shit going. You have homework to do, right? You have two options. You have homework to do, or you got work to do that night, or you go over to this girl's house. A lot of guys are going to the girl's house, you know? That's pre-nut delusion. Everything goes out the window. It doesn't fucking matter anymore. The only thing that matters is this nut that I'm trying to bust in your mouth. I'm trying to bust on your back. I'm trying to arch that back relentlessly, and I'm trying to be in those cheeks. And there's a mission that occurs biologically, and there's only one goal. There's only one end. You know, and that is the pre-nut delusion. You are ready to put up with anything. You are ready to listen to whatever miscellaneous nonsense that you don't give a fuck about to reach your goal. That is before nutting. Another great example of this, before I get into it, boys, you're watching porn, right? You haven't beat off in days. You're just, honestly, you're like going to school. You're sitting at school looking forward to the opportunity to stroke your tip. You're just... Stroke your tip relentlessly when you get home. You're just looking forward to it. You're oozing at the mouth. You finally get home, right? God, you're so fucking hard. There's pre-cum leaking out of your tip. You're like, oh fuck, finally. You open up these porn videos and you just see the most disgusting shit known to man. You're like, but right now you're so horny. You're like, oh yeah, give me all that shit. I want the gangbang. I want the nutting on her face. I want the most vile, disgusting. She's anal gaping while getting gangbanged simultaneously. She's jacking two guys off, double penetration, nut everywhere. Drenched in sweat, all like the mascara and shit's dripping down her face because there's so much nut in her eyes. And you're just so excited. You're beating off to it. You're like, this is so good. Boom, it happens. Nut. Now, this is post-nut clarity. You come to, it's like coming to your senses after doing some crazy shit. In the porn scenario, you bust, right? It was so great. You're like, laying there for a second, like, your heart's thumping. You're like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Right, you're looking around, you're like, oh, fuck. That was crazy. You're like, man, wow, that was great. And then you look back at your phone, you see that gangbang, anal gaping, sweat and nut all over her face and shit. Drenched in sweat, 10 guys fucking her, and you're like, oh my God, this is disgusting. Why did I watch this? And they turn it off and they're just sitting there like, oh my God, what is wrong with me? That was just vile. Why would they disrespect that girl like that? Oh my God, you know? Or like that dude was putting up with all that shit, and then let's say the girl that's like, looks, I don't know, she looks a little bit better when you're horny, you nut, you look back at her with some like clarity, it's like you just put like, it's like you suddenly just got 20/20 vision, you're like, wait a second, this girl's not very attractive and just says a lot of shit that I don't give a fuck about. Huh. Or like, you know, it's like you were putting up with all that shit up until this moment, you know, you were putting up with a lot of bullshit. You finally nut, you come to your senses, you're like, wait a second. And it's just like, it just takes all that thinking with your dick, is that whole concept is completely taken away in the moment that you nut. All that horniness, all that sexual energy is gone, and all you are left with is untainted rationality. And you're just looking at the situation with complete rationality, no sexual interest involved, and you're like, you know, maybe this wasn't a great idea. It's like rationality, and I forget the chemical, the reason that this happened, but men are hit with complete rationality with zero sexual backing, zero sexual feeling involved, only rationality. And So a lot of girls are like, oh my God, I've heard of with post-nut clarity, a guy will nut and not think I'm attractive anymore. That's not all the time, but sometimes, yes, that's exactly what happens. Like if he just is settling, he's just so horny, hasn't had sex in months, he could look at you after nutting and be like, actually, you know what? This girl's not all that, you know? Yeah, man, that's pretty much essentially what post-nut clarity is. You just are just hit with a sense of rationality, regret a lot of times when it comes to the porn. It's a lot of like, oh my God, what did I just watch? That was disgusting. You know, a lot of things that you look back on what you did and you're like, oh my God, I was so horny. You just get, like, reality hits you again, and it's not just like primal horniness, you know? Eventually it comes back, but that's essentially the essence of what post-nut clarity is. Like specifically with the porn, you look down, there's nut all over your hands and chest after watching the most vile video you've ever seen, and you're just like, oh shit, you know, it's like, oh, what, oh, you know, it's like looking at your hands after a murder, you know, that's kind of, it's like murdering someone in anger and then coming back to rationality and be like, what have I done? It's kind of like the same thing with post-nut clarity. So yeah, that's pretty much it for girls who don't really understand the concept of exactly what it is. So that's kind of what it is, yeah. It's just complete rationality. But here's the test. How you truly know that you love a girl is if you still like her in post-nut clarity, you know, after the first time. You know, it's like if you still love her during the post-nut clarity, then you know you have something. It doesn't mean it for sure, but you know there's something there, you know. But if you fuck a girl every time and right after you're like, oh fuck, what the hell? And then you know, wait a couple days, it comes back, you're like, no, I was wrong, I want her back again, you fuck her again, and it's like, oh. You know, that's your penis talking, okay? There's no emotion there, you know? So, yeah, that's post-nut clarity. And yeah, code HorseMeat on Young LA and Iron Crew. Hope you guys are having a great day. I took the video down earlier because it was going to get me banned. So, yep. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Yeah, man. All right, peace.
Enemy has been slain.
Hey, what's up, guys? Another day, another dollar. Today we're gonna be talking about why hentai is worse than regular porn. With porn, it's pretty straightforward, right? You got fucking, you got BDSM, you know, maybe like tied up. These are like the main genres, and then you can get into subgenres like, I don't know, redhead, petite brunette, goth, MILF. The only thing's really changing is who's in the video, amount of people, like gangbang. Then if you're kind of like a solo guy, you get solo, fisting, all that kind of stuff. But either way, it's pretty straightforward, you know, and like you know what you're getting. Now, if you've ever seen hentai, which I've only seen a handful of times, I don't watch hentai. It's so explicit in the fact that, you know, all right, for one, I would say my biggest takeaways from hentai is how the girl is explaining every single thing that's happening as it is happening. You know what I'm talking about? When she's like, all right, so the dude's about to put the tip in. She's like, no, don't put the tip in. Like, please, I'm so wet. Oh, the tip is inside. Oh, you're stroking. Oh, it's so hard. It's like almost being narrated. Not even almost, it is being narrated. And depending, it's like the tentacles. Oh, these tentacles, they're so slimy and slippery. You know, it's like, oh, the tentacles, they're inside me. And then it pans to an X-ray inside her, and it's like you can see what's going on inside. You know what I'm saying? And it has all these crazy. It's just so detailed and explicit. Like it's so over the top, you know. It's like every like little like minute thing is being animated, on top of the narration, on top of the facial expressions and stuff being like crazy. Bodily fluids is like to the max. You know what I'm saying? And then you can also get things like shit like fucking tentacle, centaur. If you watch that lolly shit, you should be in jail. We're not even gonna go there. That's jail time. You're a pedophile. But let me think. And then the girls, like they can have like over accentuated features, like their boobs are super big, you know. I don't know. It's just so over the top. It's like more explicit than porn, like real porn. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they make up all these crazy scenarios, right? Like, I was an elf princess whose fucking country got taken over by orcs, and now you got some like, I don't know, 10-foot orc gangbang, and it's just like, which is also being narrated, and the penises are just ungodly big. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's actually like, I was thinking about this a lot, about like porn addiction and like thinking about the minute sort of like things about it. And you know, it's like I feel like there's a lot of different types of pornography, you know, that people can become addicted to. There's like there's just I guess baseline is like the regular porn that like you just go on Pornhub or XNXX or XHamster or X videos, you know, and you're just watching porn every day, just beating off way too much. Like, yeah, that's a porn addiction, but like honestly, comparatively to like what the problem could be, I mean, you're not chilling, but like in comparison, you're chilling. Then you got like, you know, I guess like, is there people that are addicted to hentai? Like that's still kind of a porn addiction, but it's somehow like worse to me because of how crazy hentai is. Sorry, I was on a phone call. I forgot what I was saying, but tentacle. Oh, okay.
Used to think nothing was colder than death. Now I know different.
Hentai. Yeah, hentai is worse in every fathomable way, you know, I think. Oh, yo, another porn addiction I was thinking of is like smut, like Wattpad type shit. Like, do people get addicted to like reading that stuff? You know, I don't really know. Today is like everything. Today's my rest day, so like I'm kind of just fucking around. Oh, Do Not Come drops Saturday at noon. If it gets, all right, so we have over 100,000 plays on all our songs combined. But if that song gets 100,000 plays, dude, I'm oiling up. I'm oiling up and sobbing. I'm gonna be sobbing. I'm like, I'm gonna oil up and like tears streaming down my face. 100K plays, dude. I'm fucking oiling up. 100K plays on Do Not Come on SoundCloud. Dude, the album art is really cool too. It's 02, because like 02 is kind of my shit. Yeah. I'm really superstitious about fortune cookies. So like once a week, I'll treat myself to Panda Express, and then I'll like really take that fortune cookie seriously. But there's some that are statement cookies. It's just bullshit. But some of them are fortunes. Hold on. Hey, what's up? Could I get a plate with white rice and double teriyaki? I'm good. Thank you. I was kind of worried last night that like a bunch of girls would be mad about the reel on Instagram I posted, / video on YouTube about the body count thing, but I feel like I explained it in a way that like kind of makes sense. Like there was no real like issue other than just visualizing, you know, the girl you love getting fucked. Like it's the only problem, really. Unless you're like a cuck. And I was gonna make a whole video on why you shouldn't be a cuck. Like, honestly, being a cuck, I feel like, first off, I don't know why you get interested in that. Like, I don't think there's any cuckolds that watch these videos, but if there is, bro, I feel like once you like take that leap of like sitting in the closet and like jacking off while someone fucks your girl, your relationship will never be the same after that. You know? I mean, also you as a man will never be the same after that. You can find a new girlfriend, never do it again, but it already happened. You know what I'm saying? Like you already did it. It's done and it's a part of you now. You know? It's like a life-altering event. There's like everything before and then everything after kind of thing. So yeah. I don't know.
How are you supposed to create?
But I'm probably gonna vibe. It's my rest day.
Comes back.
Do nothing today. We're at 73K, man. Thank you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Yeah, man. Yeah. I had a dream last night that, I don't know. I keep having nightmares like every night. Anyway, I'll catch you guys. Peace. Hey, what's up, guys? Today I will be talking about things like in the bedroom that you may not have known about that, you know, maybe you should consider, you know, asking your girlfriend to do or something like that. I'm wearing the Retaliation Project cutoff hoodie. I didn't cut it, it's just cut automatically with the Iron Crew skull bracelet. Very great pairing. Code Horsemeat for both. But the first one I'm going to talk about is the Testacuzzi. A lot of people don't seem to know what a Testacuzzi is. They think it's that like device thing that you like, it's full of water and you like dip your balls in it and it like massages your balls in the water. But there's actually another thing, a Testacuzzi, where you're in the shower and you know there's water in the shower. And a girl fills her mouth with water and gargles your balls. Stroking it. That's the Testacuzzi that I found out about a couple years back. You know, very crazy thing. You know, I think a lot of guys like balls are sensitive. And I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to give you guys like I know a lot of guys don't like getting their balls sucked. I personally don't. And this is me actually trying to like drop my knowledge. I'm not even trying to do that. Anyway, a lot of guys don't like getting their balls sucked because it's like, it's too much stimulation. Like you're getting sucked off, she goes down your balls and you're like, oh, stop. If you let that, I don't know. I think the Testacuzzi has a lot of potential. Also drop some more that I may not know that in the comments or something. Another thing you should maybe try, I've never tried edging. I'm trying to think of some stuff. I would say foreplay. I mean, that's pretty basic, but like extended foreplay. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work, honestly. If you're tired and you're just trying to bust a nut, it's kind of like not the time to do that. But like, you know, foreplay. I've heard people say that like their girlfriends will put ice in their mouth. Like, so it's kind of like ice in your cheeks and then suck you off while also putting ice on your balls, and that's supposed to be better. I've never tried that one. You could always go the normal routes. Like you could try buying those like under the bed like restraints. So it's like these like cuffs that you put under your mattress that like come around on like the top and bottom of your bed, and it like has these little like Velcro cuffs on it that are pretty strong, and you like, you know, it would hypothetically hold your arms and legs like this. Or if someone's really flexible, like their legs go up there and their hands go on the bottom ones. You know what I'm saying? That's ankles behind their ears for real. I've never heard of like anyone that's used like a sex swing. That could be cool. Maybe you could try like role playing. Like you dress up as like a like she dresses up as like a sexy cop, or vice versa. You're like the cop, and I want to use like the prisoner, and it's like, ooh,
Some call it magic.
I've been bad. That's kind of weird, but you get what I'm saying. That I guess that if you get into it enough, maybe. But here's the thing about a lot of these. Like, this is why I can never get behind the whole like rope BDSM sex swing shit. Is like, do you have to set that up every time that you want to use it? You know, that's a lot of work. On top of that, you know, I mean, if you're super rich and you can have like some 50 Shades of Grey shit where you have like a sex dungeon in your house, then like, yeah, okay, that's not that bad. But for normal people that live in like apartments or like a house or something where you don't have an extra room, you know, you gotta set that shit up every single time. On top of that, you gotta have like secure brackets in the ceiling if you're gonna do the swing. Like you're like feeling for studs and shit that hit. Like, you don't wanna do all that. So like let's actually get back to things that are maybe a little bit more easy to like achieve. I would never do this one, right? But maybe you could get your ass ate as a man. I would never do this. You know what I'm saying? I would never do this, but from my friends that have said they've got it, if you're comfortable with getting your ass ate as a man, first off, there's really no masculine way to get your ass ate. Like, whether your knees are on your shoulders, that's crazy. Or you're on all fours with like your head in a pillow, that's also very emasculating. I don't know, if you can figure it out. I have some friends that said, yo, that shit was crazy. I still would never do it. I mean, I talked about in another video why I wouldn't open the door, but if you're the kind of guy that's like desperate, you know, maybe, or maybe you could try eating some ass, you know, you can always try that. Maybe you could try slow stroking with the whole time. It's almost like edging, but like you never go hard. You just like very slow and deep thrusts and strokes the whole time. You know, see how that works out. You got 69ing. 69ing is always an option, but I don't know. That one can get boring sometimes. I don't know. Maybe like have you ever heard of 69 with the dude on top? That'd be crazy. I've never heard of that. Maybe you could get a little freaky and go into a public place, but not like an actual public place where there's like people that can see you. Like maybe go into like a Macy's dressing room or like something like that, or like a cave, you know. But don't like do it in like the middle of the street where you become a sex offender. Like don't do that. But like spice it up a little bit, maybe. Maybe now I'm getting creative. Maybe you can like put some whipped cream off the person. I don't know. Maybe you could sneak peek trailer. This song comes out, what's today? Comes out this Friday, 4 p.m. somewhere around there. Okay, watch this.
Do not come. Do not.
You know, but I'm not. The type of person you should marry, I think there's no right type. If you're a sick, twisted, disgusting, like fucking vile human being, you need to find someone who's just as sick and twisted as you are to match that energy. But that person wouldn't be right for like a, you know, super religious person. If you like getting dominated sexually, right? You like it when women peg you and slap you around and call you like their little kitten and make you call them mommy and shit. You need to find a girl who's gonna do that shit for you. She's gonna get in the latex. She's gonna bend you over her knee. If all you care about in life is country music, you know what I'm saying? Find a girl that likes country music with you, and you guys can go to your country concerts and, you know, hang up your fucking Luke Bryan posters and shit, and like play guitar and go, you know, drive trucks and do bonfires and fucking, you know, do all that kind of shit. Maybe you love to go to raves and party and go crazy and do a fuck ton of drugs. Like, you're doing hella drugs. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you should be doing hella drugs, but like find a girl that also does hella drugs. Y'all can do them together. And then when you realize it's a problem, you guys can work on it together. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you love cars, okay? You love cars. Like, you're just a big car guy. Find a girl that's gonna also love cars with you. You guys can build matching cars, right? But if she goes to a car meet by herself, that's considered cheating to me. If she's in one of those like fucking donut circles in the middle of Atlanta, dude, that might as well be cheating. But, you know, but you get maybe you're like a swinger cuck, right? Maybe you're just a little cuckold. You know, you like watching your girl get fucked by dudes in front of you, right? You gotta find a girl that's willing to do that, you know? Not saying that I approve, but like, hey man, whatever floats your boat. Maybe you're gay as shit, right? You're super fucking gay. But like, you know, I think, and you're like a little a little gay dude, but you want like some big jacked gay guy. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's what you need to find. I just keep spitting all these examples out, but when you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta find someone who's right for you, okay? There is no right answer. You're not gonna find the right answer on Instagram. Hey guys, today we're hitting legs. So we're gonna start off with the good girl, bad girls. One set of 15 for warm up, and then 2 sets of 12. It's like just lightweight. Because how just want to open up those hips for the leg day.
There we go.
Alright. You should be able to go pretty heavy on this. Probably go up to like 160. Oh, yeah. You feel that. Yeah. Oh, that was a little heavy. No. These are the bad girls because your legs are open. Yeah, you really want to feel that on the outside. Then to like warm up the hips a little more, you're gonna do the good girls. I don't know what the actual name is, but I call them good girl
Adductors.
Yeah. Also too late, but it's a warm up. Damn, that's a lot.
What is that?
The fucking machine's hanging on there. Should be feeling it by now, a little bit. The warm up. Yeah, sure. Alright, one more set. Yeah, we're gonna wait for him. Alright, this is a dope machine. Hey, dude, get closer. I get like self-conscious and shit. Or not that close. This is a great machine because it gives all the benefits of a seated hamstring curl without like the shin bullshit that hurts your shin and stuff. So
well said.
You get on it like this, right? So this thing moves.
Skin straight.
Cameraman.
Wait a little bit.
What did you say?
I'm gonna up the weight a little bit. Moving on to the working set.
Yeah. Here, let me get some time.
Alrighty.
I think people are looking at us weird.
Definitely. They're looking at you, they're like, this dude's fucking weird.
We don't even have a mic, dude. People got the mic.
Gotta do the road mic.
We need to work on this. It's too light. That's the Iron Crew Silver Cuban. I'm trying to work on my knees. Like, I think it's because I don't Smith machine squat, so I'm trying to get it, like, it's a little bit different. We're gonna go slow. See, your knees are buckling a little. Cover the brain. See walking there. So we didn't record audio, there's just a lot of people around, but we're finishing up with calf. It's pretty low weight, but it's called a 10-10-10. So it's 10 regular calf races, pause at the top, and then you're gonna point your toes outward, 10 more, like that. I haven't done my regular, I'm just gonna do these. Should have squeezed at the top. And then the last 10 is gonna be like toes pointed inward. You're gonna do 3 sets of that.
You come up with that?
Huh?
You come up with that?
No, Flex really did. But it's like 20-20-20 with him.
Oh.
Let me know.
You're good.
Alright guys, that's it on the leg day. I know it's like kind of, you know, not super impressive right now, but honestly, like I haven't like trained seriously in multiple years just since I've gone to college. And honestly, lately I'm just tired of the way I look, like cruising, looking okay, and not that good. So this video is more gonna be like, these videos, like when I do the workout ones, it's gonna be more of like getting back to looking really, really good, and not just like, oh, he looks all right, you know?
Like
So,
get to a routine.
yeah, get into a routine. Honestly, I wanna stop vaping. I'm gonna switch to Zins as the first step. Yeah, it's a problem, but like, fuck, I'm addicted, so. And yeah, that workout really, I didn't think it'd be that bad, but it low-key kicked my ass. And I'm a lot weaker. So hopefully this can be like a fall and rise again kind of thing, like a journey back kind of thing. Not like a breaking new ground. It's like, he used to be jacked. Now he looks like shit, and he's gonna get back to it, so. Anyway, code Horse Meat on Retaliation, Iron Crew, Bucked Up. Bucked Up's been what I've been using for pre and everything like that, so. It's really been helping because like honestly without it I have like no fucking energy, so 20 minutes of cardio in the morning, and yeah, so next week I go to 30 minutes of cardio. Week after that it's 2 sets of 20, so fasted and after. Yeah, all right, peace.
Everywhere I go, the light follows. If you can smile, you can be the light.
Hey guys, today we're hitting legs. So we're gonna start off with the good girl, bad girls. 1 set of 15 for warm up, and then 2 sets of 12. So like just lightweight. Just want to open up those hips for the leg day.
There we go.
Alright, you should be able to go pretty heavy on this. Try to go up to like 160. Feel that. Yeah. That was no. These are the bad girls because your legs are open. Yeah, you really want to feel that on the outside. Then to like warm up the hips a little more, you're gonna do the big girls. I don't know what the actual name is, but I think it would go like this.
Adductors.
Yeah. Also, it's late. This is warm up. Damn, that's why
What is that?
the fucking machine's hanging on there. Should be feeling it by now, a little bit. The warm up. Shit. Alright, one more set. Yeah, we're gonna wait for him. Alright, this is a dope machine. Hey, dude, get close so I get like self-conscious and shit. Alright. Yeah, you're
There we go.
alright. You should be able to go pretty heavy on this. Probably go to like 160. We're gonna start off with the girl bad girls. One set of 15 for warm up, and then 2 sets of 12. So like just lightweight. Here's how just want to open up those hips for the leg day.
There we go.
Alright. You should be able to go pretty heavy on this. Probably go to like 160. The girl bad girls. One set of 15 for warm up, and then 2 sets of 12. So like just lightweight. Here's how just want to open up those hips for the leg day.
There we go.
Alright. You should be able to go pretty heavy on this. Probably go to like 160. Feel that. Yeah. Ow. That was a little heavy. No. These are the bad girls because your legs get open. You really want to feel that on the outside. Then to like warm up the hips a little more, you're gonna do the big girls. I don't know what the actual name is, but I think it would go like this.
Adductors.
Yeah. Also, it's late. This is warm up. Damn, that's why
What is that?
the fucking machine's hanging on there. Should be feeling it by now, a little bit. The warm up. Shit. Alright, one more set. Yeah, we're gonna wait for him. Alright, this is a dope machine. Hey, dude, get close so I get like self-conscious and shit. Or not that close. This is a great machine because it gives all the benefits of a seated hamstring curl without like the shin bullshit that hurts your shin and stuff. So
Well said.
you get on it like this, right? So this thing moves.
Spin straight.
Cameraman.
Wait a little bit.
What did you say?
I'm gonna up the weight a little bit. Moving on to the working set.
Yeah. Let me get some
Alrighty.
I think people are looking at us weird.
Definitely. They're looking at you, they're like, this dude's fucking weird.
We don't even have a mic, dude. People got the mic.
Yeah, gotta do the road, Mike.
We need to work on this. It's too light. That's the Iron Crew Silver Cuban. I'm trying to work on my knees. Like, I think it's because I don't do Smith machine squat, so I'm trying to get it, like, it's a little bit different. We're gonna slow. See, your knees are buckling a little. Cover the brain. See, walking there.
We can do this.
Forceful reclamation. Prepare yourself. Heaven sent.
Banish the shadows. Home is where to go. Lighting the way. Shine bright. Shine with me. Into battle with hearts aglow. Demacia!
Slain. Bless your little hearts. All light divine. Eyes of heaven.
We all shine on. Like a diamond. Everywhere I go, the light follows. Banish the shadows.
Elation!
By the light! Now, not here, not yet. The light will guide you. Even now.
Don't that be known.
tactic is to never give up. Ooh, I've never been here before.
Time to take the shot.
The world has seen enough darkness.
Retribution is at hand.
Stay positive. Shine bright.
Ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
Keep believing. Finding light.
Has destroyed a turret.
Banish the shadows. The light of Demacia.
Ravage.
We're in this together.
Ravage.
I want to see everything.
Ravage. Pulse.
Ally has been slain.
Gotcha.
Rejoice!
Pushing my limit. Favor light closing out.
Has been slain. Reclamation. Ally has been slain. Heaven sent.
Our mark is lifted.
Who's next?
Now. The thing about light is, it never really dies.
Protect. Ravage. Protect.
I don't have dark secrets. I have bright ones. Demacia! We can do this! Home is where the spark is.
Ravage.
Bless you.
Ravage. Protect.
Paradise!
What do all stories have in common, do.
Enemy double kill.
Lighting the way. Shine bright.
Ravage.
Manage the shadows.
You attacked.
I'll protect you. Shine.
Enemy double kill. Aced. Your turret has been destroyed.
Into battle with hearts aglow. Everywhere I go, the light follows.
Pulse.
Back!
Ravage.
If you can
Ally
smile,
has been
you can
slain.
be the light. Shine bright! Banish the shadows! Any excuse to twirl my wand. The superior tactic is to never give up. Ooh, I've never been here before. Shine bright! The world has seen enough darkness. Everyone.